So let's say someone wants an 11. Isn't that something you can't really choose?
Why? Why can't you choose? I did. Why can't you choose?
Well, isn't there like a 9-month cycle that has to happen?
Well, yeah. You just do the math. You know it's going to be 9 months. You know it's a 2-week period between that 9 months. Within that 2-week period, almost every number exists.
So it can't be a natural birth.
Oh, I mean, I didn't have any natural births. I followed the royal family. I had C-sections. You know, I didn't force my wife to have C-sections. This is something she wanted to, but that was kind of part of the deal when you got married to me. We're gonna have kids on certain days, and it's worked out great. 2 healthy kids. My kid in 5th grade just got the highest IQ test in his class. So again, it worked. I knew what I was doing. My other kid, he's born on the 28th. Listen to this. When he was 1 year old, I put a dollar, a 5, a 10, a 20, a 50, and a 100 on the table. I'm like, go pick one. He went straight for the 100. proud of his son, because a 28 should energetically know. Just like Elon Musk is born on the 28th. Just like 6 of the richest 23 men in the world are born on the 28th. And you know the thing about truth? It passes the test of time. Who was the richest guy last decade? Bill Gates, born on the 28th. Carlos Slim had it at least 1 year. Mexico, born on the 28th. Oh, fuck does a guy in Mexico fucking make that much money? Born on the 28th. I mean, if you want to keep it real, I've talked to people who are the sons of people in drug cartels, born on the 28th.
Is there a difference between a male number and sign and a female number and sign?
I mean, yeah, well, say if someone's a 5 life path, and 5 is the number of good looks. Okay? I don't have too many 5s in me, but my wife does. So when it comes down to it, you would expect women and guys who have those type of energy to be attractive. The thing is, a woman who's attractive, and again, this goes into the environment thing, can do a lot more with good looks than the guy who's attractive. The only thing a guy who's attractive can get, you know, is probably laid a few more times than other guys. A woman who's attractive, shit, she can get billions. Finds the right person. I mean, hell, Jeff Bezos left his wife for some fucking broad. She got billions. Broad too. Yeah, older one too. She's kept her body in shape though.
That's true.
Yo, Jeff Bezos, if you're listening, you did a lot of good things in your life, but you're born in the year of the cat, and you left your wife Mackenzie for a cat. Excuse me, for a rooster. Cat and rooster are enemy signs, so you fell for lust, my friend.
Every number represents something else.
I'll give you
one example. Most athletes tend to be 1s or 11s. You know, they always say, well, what does Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan have in common? Well, they're both 11 life paths. That's why they both have that killer instinct, but LeBron James never did because he's not an 11 life path. You know, going back to LeBron.
What does that mean by life path or life? Or
like for instance, LeBron James is born 12/30/1984. You add up all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 9, 8, 4 adds up to 28. 2 and 8 is 10. 1 and 0 is 1. So you reduce it to single digits unless it reduces down to an 11, 22, or 33, which are considered master numbers. Master numbers and the numbers 1 through 9. Think of them as AM and FM radio on a completely different wavelength. So what you have to understand is every number has its positives and its negatives. Like, for instance, a lot of people who are 1 life paths have trouble with alcohol. A lot of people who were born on the 1st, 10th, 1928 have trouble with alcohol. They probably, you know, they shouldn't drink too much. When it comes down to people who are born on the 1st, 10th, 1928, well, guess what? They're born leaders. 1 is the number of male energy, which is interesting because if you look at all the women in society who always talk about, you know, we're being suppressed, all this other stuff. Most of women like Sheryl Sandberg, who is CFO of Facebook, most of all the women on Shark Tank, they're all ones. So basically, yes, they're women, but that one is male energy, which is why they're the ones actually making it as women, because they act and think like men.
Whoa.
Men who are born on the second tend to be beta males. I'm not saying this is true for all cases, but a lot of people born on the second tend to be very, very feminine. I'll give you an example. Britney Spears is not the best looking girl in the world, but she got very famous. Lindsay Lohan is not the best looking girl in the world, but she got very famous. Why? Because they're both born on the second, and 2 is feminine energy. So when guys and girls see them, they automatically get tapped into that feminine energy subconsciously without even knowing it. And that's why people in positions of power push them, because they knew they had the birthdays to do it. Another example, the royal family. Almost everyone in the royal family is like an 11 life path. So they're obviously having C-sections to make sure these guys are all 11.
Shit.
And guess what? I do the same thing because my kids were born on, my first kid's in 11 too. So I made sure he had a C-section on a certain day because I wanted to make sure that he was set up for life, at least financially. I'm not saying money is everything in life, but if you're born on a certain birthday, you can make sure that they'll have money in their life.
So what are the good birthdays? Because I would like to know.
The 8th, the 17th, the 26th, the 28th are good for birthday, good for money when it comes to birthdays. If you want someone to be like extremely good looking, make sure they're born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd, things of that nature. Most supermodels in life have very strong 5 energy. For instance, a lot of people have contacted me over the past 10 years, be like, Gary, we're trying to have kids. We don't know what to do. We've been to doctors. Well, I tell them, have sex on the 5 day. And guess what? I have a lot of kids in the world named after me now because I helped them when doctors couldn't.
Oh, shit.
Snaps, dude.
Is there a date you do not want your kid born? Like, avoid this date, like leap year, right?
All right, I'll put it out there. I usually don't go this deep, but I'll put it out there this one time. I don't prefer to have anyone born on the 19th because I've noticed quite a few people born on the 19th have a lot of diseases, are born with defects, so that's probably one date I would, try to steer.
You're going to fuck people's heads up in the comments that are born on the 19th.
Dude, this is the best.
Well, guess what? If they're born on the 19th, they can verify that something messed up happened to them when they were young. They grow out of it, but usually when they're young, they get fucked up.
Oh, my God.